Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 45 of the FIFA 19 My Player career, and we are heading towards the end of the season. As you know, we are at the end of March, so what we've got just over a month to play, and then the season is obviously over, and then our time with Wolverhampton Wanderers will also be coming to a close because we are currently on the transfer market, as you know, and we will be listening to offers in the summer window. The vote is still open for you guys. I can't remember exactly what number episode it is up on now, so if anybody does know, let me know as well. I can always go check it back actually and put it into the comments below. But right now the vote is still open. As I said, you can choose who we move to in the summer. If we need to go off the transfer market and then back on it, we will do that just so we get a bunch of new offers coming in, because I don't know if the teams come back in to offer for you through a different window, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But we will be moving nevertheless from Wolverhampton Wanderers to a new club in the summer, so let's try and end this season on a high. We are looking good for the title, the Premier League title, and a couple of other trophies as well, namely the Champions League. I think we've got Barcelona next up, and in fact we might have some Champions League action in today's episode, so we'll find out if we do. But first game, as you can see, it's been a pretty quiet one. We are into the final minute now at home against Huddersfield Town. No goals to speak of, so it was nice to get this one out of the way pretty soonish, and then we can move on to the other 2 or 3 games I think we're covering in today's episode. So fingers crossed it's a little bit more exciting than this one has been. We're just waiting for that final whistle to blow, and maybe we can win this one later on actually. Here is Kai, nice little turn there from him. Tries to play it forward, defender ready, and Huddersfield do get the ball clear. So there is the final whistle then. First game of today's episode ends in a goalless draw, but it is a point, and an important point, because of course that keeps us top of the table, 3 points ahead of Manchester United, who actually have a game in hand. So right now, because we are heading towards the end of the season, we can't really afford to drop any more points, because I'm sure Manchester United are going to be going all out to try and win their games. We need to do the same, and I'm not sure if we've already played Manchester United twice this season. Fingers crossed we haven't, and then of course hopefully we can go on and beat them, and that will pretty much guarantee us as the Premier League champions. Just a month to play them. We are in the early stages of April, so we've got a handful of games remaining, and as I said, we've got some Champions League action in today's episode as well. Well, let's see how we can get on in this second game of today's episode. Hopefully we can get a goal or two. We are into the second half and still no goals, but it is Wolverhampton Wanderers pushing forward with Trigueros. Nice little ball out wide to Adama. He's got support if he can get the cross in, which he does. Far post, and that one is headed in. Diogo Jota, I think he's been one of the players of the season so far. Jota has scored some important goals, some good goals as well. So him, and of course Timo Werner and Kai. Adama too, he pops up with a few goals. I think Adama had a better season last year though, didn't he? But it's a nice assist there from Adama. Great cross, far post, and boom, what a header just in front of the defender there, Jota, and gets that one past the goalkeeper to score his 8th Premier League goal this season. So yeah, he's having a really decent year so far here at Wolves. I'm hoping he stays there, of course, and we don't want Wolves to go down the league once that Kai does leave at the end of the season. We want to continue. Want them to continue, and hopefully we can meet them in the Champions League next season as well. Hoping that obviously whoever we do join is also in the Champions League. We should do, because it's been nothing but big teams going in for us, so fingers crossed we do join somebody who is in the Champions League. Well, there is an equalising goal, as you saw, from Leicester City. Poor defensive work there from Wolves. Somebody should have been closing him down a lot sooner than that, but it is Barnes who scores his first Premier League goal of the season. And taking long, did it? All the way to April to get your first goal. So I think he will cherish that one nevertheless. We are heading into the final few minutes now. Need to defend here. We don't want to be losing. As I said, we can't afford... Well, I'll get this one clear, please. Oh, a bit unstable there at the back walls. As I was saying, we can't afford to be dropping any points. It looks like we are going to be dropping 2 points here against Leicester, which is not good news. Because of course Manchester United is 3 points behind us when they did have a game in hand. If they won that game in hand, they will be level on points with us. So if we drop another 2 here, they could obviously go above us, which is not what we wanted. But let's try and grab ourselves a win. And here is Kai then on this near side. Nice little turn. Does exactly what he did against Huddersfield in that last game. But can we go one better and put this one into the back of net? Nicely laid off. He's going to run to the far post. And there he is on the edge of the 6-yard box. And finally, the winning goal is there. It is Kai who did most of the work actually. He ran all the way down his near side, did a little bit of skill to cut inside, lays it off, carried on his run, and there he was, picked out nicely, and on his head he gives Wolverhampton Wanderers a 2-1 lead and 3 points it seems in the bag. Look at that great little header there. Doesn't score many headers, but we'll take that one. Big important 3 points, as well as we was just mentioning, we could not afford to be dropping any points, and we're not dropping points today unless obviously Leicester City go on and get themselves a kick-off goal, which I can't see happening. But there we go, Kai getting on the score sheet. Not sure how many he's got for the season now, but I think he is the top scorer here at Wolverhampton Wanderers. As the final whistle blows in, the Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Leicester City 1, and 3 points for us. And there he is. He didn't have the best of games, 7.6 he finished with, so picking up that goal really did help him get up those ratings. I think he probably would have been in the 6s if he didn't grab that goal. But here we go then, Champions League action. Wolverhampton Wanderers at home taking on Barcelona. So I'm hoping for a victory. Of course, this is the first leg, and Barcelona will be going all out trying to get themselves an away goal at the very least. But of course, if we can win and keep a clean sheet, that will give us a huge advantage going into that second leg at the new camp. So here we go then, we are underway. It is Wolverhampton Wanderers who get the game started. Can we get Kai on the score sheet? And of course, Barcelona are one of the teams who put an offer in for Kai in the January transfer window, so we could very easily see ourselves in the Barcelona colours next season. Well, in the summer, so it will be next season. Maybe, just maybe, this will be a return. We could have a return here back at Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course, if we do face them in the Champions League. But let's see how we get on then. Still 0-0. Half an hour gone here at Molineux, and right now it is Barcelona on the attack, but nicely defended there by Wolves, and now it's our turn to go on the attack with Adama. Kai played through the middle, waiting for the run of his teammate. He's waiting a little bit too long there. I don't know why. It forced Kai to go back, but Adama's been played through. Shot comes in. Goalkeeper makes a save and parries it out for a Wolverhampton Wanderers corner. Good save there from ter Stegen. Not really troubling him, to be fair. It was right at him. You would have expected more for Adama, but it is going to be Adama with this corner kick. Goes far post, and the goalkeeper has missed it, but Mendy did not. He heads it into an empty goal, and it is Wolverhampton Wanderers then who take the lead 1-0. 10 minutes to play in this first half, and we have the advantage. Look at this, the goalkeeper came for it, similar to the goal which Arsenal actually conceded at the weekend against Southampton, where Leno missed it, and then the Southampton player was there to head it into an empty goal. So we will take it. Less than 15 minutes remaining, leading by 1-0. We will take a 1-0 victory into that second leg. Going all the way forward here. Kai with the shot, and he's at the woodwork. Unlucky there from Kai. And Barcelona get the ball clear eventually. But what an effort that was from Kai. So close to making it 2-0. Let's see. What we've got, less than 4 minutes remaining. Still leading by 1-0. Barcelona in possession. They're looking to go and try and grab themselves an equalising goal, but no power on that one. Goes straight into the hands of the keeper, Rui Patricio. And maybe one last attack here for Wolverhampton Wanderers as Kai spreads that one onto that far side for Doherty. And now Wolves back in the middle for Kai. Kai waiting for the run. The run did not go. Well, the runner didn't go to where he was supposed to. So that was a loose ball. And there is the final whistle. But we'll take that, a 1-0 victory. Clean sheet as well, of course, going into that second leg. That's got to be a huge advantage for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and all we need to do now is obviously draw or win in that second leg, and we will be through to the next round, which is it the final? I can't remember if we're in the semis. I totally forgot from our last episode or two. But let's finish off today's episode with a home game against Burnley, and fingers crossed we can grab a goal or two in this one, especially for Kai as well. But let's see. It is Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course, who get this game underway. And here is Wolf then running onto this near side of Dharma, asking for it. Is he onside? I believe he is. He is. And the cross needs to come in. Kai's hanging on the edge of the area right now. Dharma trying to go all the way through. Was able to get there, and Burnley did get the ball clear. So 8 minutes in. And once again, it is Adama on the attack on this near side. Looking for some space, trying to get the cross in. Kai is pretty deep right now. He's not going to get on the end of that one. But there is Jota. He does get on the end of it. And Wolverhampton Wanderers lead 1-0. A perfect start to this one. Just over 10 minutes played here at Molineux. And it is 1-0 for Wolves. Let's try and get Kai in on the action now. Teammates are doing the job. Adama, I think he's had the best of the first 10 minutes of this game. And there's a nice little head out. Did he actually head out or did it hit his shoulder? Nevertheless, it is Jota to score his 9th Premier League goal of this season. And we are moving on towards half time. We've got less than 15 minutes remaining. About 10 minutes now in this first period. And here is Kai playing in his central midfield role, of course. Push forward. He's into the area, but not needed again. The low-driven effort gives Wolverhampton Wanderers a 2-goal lead. Who's that? Was that Werner? It is Timo Werner. He gets himself on the score sheet yet again. He's got quite a few goals actually since he joined here in January. He's going to be a fan's favourite, no doubt, soon enough. Scoring plenty of goals, helping Wolves grab the 3 points that we need, and of course they will need him once Kai leaves in the summer. But Timo Werner picking up his 5th Premier League goal of this season, and with a handful of games remaining, he may just catch up with the top scorers of the club. We're into the second half now. We have ourselves a corner, leading by 2-0. Can we pick up a third? Even though we are having most of this game, Kai's not having the best of matches so far. He's on a 6.6. Oh, did he get the assist for that? I think he might have the assist for that one. But there is the 3rd goal of the match, and it is Bowley. He gets the 3rd goal. Pretty easy header there into an empty goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And he is the captain as well. And this is going to be an easy 3 points, isn't it, so far? 3-0. Look at that. Can't really miss from there. The goalkeeper on the floor with his teammate. Not sure what he's doing there. But first Premier League goal of the season then for Bowley. And into less than half an hour, I should say. And we are still leading by 3-0. Looking for a 4th. Our next game, as you can see in that top left corner, is the second leg against Barcelona. So that will be the start of tomorrow's episode. And we want to go on and get the victory. Oh, nice bit of skill there. He's actually gone for the shot and it's gone into the back of the net. Beautiful goal there from Kai. He picks up his 1st goal of the game. And that's probably got to be the goal of the game as well. What an effort it was. We don't really try many skill shots, I have to say, for Kai. But that was beautifully worked. Just on the edge of the area. And nice bit of skill to flick it up as well. Look at this. Flicks it up. Turns. Chests it as well, and boom, finesses it into the top corner to give Wolverhampton Wanderers the 4th goal of the game. That's his 14th Premier League goal of this season, and that is why he is one of the world's best right now. A couple of minutes remaining, and we are heading towards the end of today's episode, of course. I must apologise for the lack of uploads in the last few days. I've been a little bit poorly, so too has my son, as we had to go through and score a 5th. That's pretty insane. 5-0. But yeah, like I was saying, my son's been poorly, he's been off school, I've been feeling under the weather, so he's back to school today. I'm feeling a little bit better, so hopefully the schedule will be back to normal after today's upload as well. This is going to be a late upload, usually goes live around 4 PM UK time, but I'm still recording this at 7:30 in the evening, so I'll get this one uploaded as soon as it's ready, and then you guys can enjoy it. Leave a like if you did like today's episode as well, guys, as we do head towards the end of today's match against Burnley. 5-0 up, a nice 3 points in the bag as well, and there it is, the final whistle blows. So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate all your support, and subscribe if you have not done so already, and I'll see you in the next one.